Alright guys, how's it going? We are back with another video. This is part 2 to the 101 facts about the UK by the channel 101 Facts. So it was kind of a long video. I decided to split it up into 2. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to switch my screen over here. Alright, so starting back off with number 51.
In fact, the Beatles are the highest selling and most successful musical artist of all time. And they came straight out of the UK.
And they didn't.
To be precise. Number 52. TV and...
I'm going to go back just a minute. They didn't mention Pink Floyd in that. So, which is crazy to me.
Some of the world's greatest musical artists ever, including the Beatles, Robbie Williams, the Rolling Stones, Queen, Black Sabbath, Robbie Williams, David Bowie, The Who, Oasis, Iron Maiden, Robbie Williams, and of course the Spice Girls.
Right. They don't mention Pink Floyd, the most amazing band ever, but they mention the Spice Girls. I'm sorry, but that's crazy to me. Comment down below what you think about that, because that's mind-blowing to me. And also, if you're a Pink Floyd fan, comment down below, because that's awesome.
So, yeah, you're welcome, rest of the world. Number 51. In fact, the Beatles are the highest selling and most successful musical artist of all time.
Beatles are the shit, man. They're fucking awesome.
And they came straight out of the UK. Liverpool,
yeah, they did.
Number 52. TV and soaps are also a big dealio. The most watched TV episode of all time in the UK was of a soap set in London called EastEnders. Specifically an episode in 1986 on Christmas Day, which pulled in 30 million viewers.
Damn.
Number 53. We also love our comedy over here, given that we invented the concept, come at me bro, and have produced many funny shows and sitcoms, this not included. A YouGov poll found that the
Keeping Up Appearances. I used to watch that with my grandpa, man. That was a funny show. And there was there's One Foot in the Grave was another one, and then there's one that's like I don't remember what it's called, but they're in like a department store.
Considered the funniest and most popular is Only Fools and Horses. Number 54. In 2014, 10,908 umbrellas were lost on the London Underground, as well as 20,000 mobile phones. What? So if you need to get dry and get a new phone, hop on the tube. You never know what you might find.
That's
Number
crazy.
55. A human skull and prosthetic legs have also been found in London without their owner. Oh, Bethnal Green, that's where I left my human skull. I ruined that performance of Hamlet using a basketball instead. Number 56. It was just above a pub named the Red Lion on Great Windmill Street in London.
There's hundreds of Red Lions in UK.
That Karl Marx made his marks by drafting the Communist Manifesto. It's now a be-at-one cocktail bar, which is, I'm sure what he would have wanted. Number 57. Football, or soccer ball, as it's known, is a massive part of UK culture. In fact, it's such a phenomenon that some YouTube channels do videos about football daily. You're welcome, guys. There's your shout out. Now, stop flooding my inbox with pictures of Joe naked, please. Number 58.
I don't even know who that is.
We love football so much, as a nation, not Clive and I individually, we're more into bowling, that there are over 5,300 clubs, 7,000 teams, and over 100 stadiums across the UK.
That's nuts.
Number 59. But not everyone likes football. Many kings, such as Edward II, III, and IV, and Richard II, wanted to actually ban the beautiful game completely. Number 60. Even Shakespeare apparently disapproved of football, specifically mentioning it with disdain in his play A Comedy of Errors. Your defense is terrified, Shakespeare's on fire. Is that how you do it? Number 61. Speaking of willies, sausages. That was the most immature thing I've ever done. Sausages are very popular here in the UK. They were introduced by the Romans around AD 400, and there are now 470 recipes for British bangers.
Nice. Banger.
Number 62.
Is that what they're...
Our smallest city is St.
Are they called bangers?
David's in Pembrokeshire, with a population of 1,797.
I was trying to pause it.
In my mind, it's exactly like Hot Fuzz over there. Number 63.
That's a good movie.
The highest temperature ever recorded in England was 38.5 Celsius, which is 101.3 Fahrenheit. Hey, 101. On August the 10th, 2003. Every single man in the UK probably took their top off and got immensely sunburnt, because that, after all, is the British way. Nintendo 64. However, the UK's weather is renowned for raining all the pissing time, and yes, that can be true. In fact, the Met Office found that in Snowdonia, the Lake District, and the Scottish Highlands, they receive more than 4 metres of rainfall in a year. 4 metres!
It's a lot.
Number 65.
I think a meter's like 3 feet.
Was actually the official language of England for around 300 years.
What is it?
Le Français was actually the official language of England for around 300 years, from 1066 till about 1362.
That's
Sounds
crazy.
like I was there, or I wasn't actually. I'm not that old, although sometimes I do feel it.
Maybe he's a time traveler.
Number 66. If you think we're all stuffy and boring over here, well, let me tell you we're bloody not. In fact, the world's second largest second-hand book
Chat
market
bubbles,
can be
man.
found in Hay-on-Wye, a small village at the border of England and Wales. So yeah, I think we know how to party, thank you very much. Number 67. The village is also famous for proclaiming itself independent from the UK in 1977, with a man named Richard Booth proclaiming himself the king, just as I have of this VO booth. Bow, loyal subject. Not you, Clive, you're too close. Number 68. The UK, or rather Britain, used to put a flag down and claim, basically own/take over/destroy, many of today's independent countries to add to the vast British Empire. It wasn't pretty. Sorry about that. How bad? Number 69. During World War II, decolonisation took place, and the British Commonwealth was formed, which unified these countries into an intergovernmental group. 54 nations were a part of the Commonwealth, with Queen Lizzie at its head. Number 70. We here in the UK love news. So much, in fact, that the average person in the UK gets through around 38 kilograms of newspapers every year.
Is it still on paper, or do you guys switched over to like just like online type news by now?
Number 71. People from the city of Liverpool, such as the Beatles, are often known as Scousers. The name is short for
Scousers?
lobscouse, which was a Scandinavian stew eaten by the sailors who visited the port.
What is that? Is it like a fish skin on the bottom? I mean, the fried egg, the egg looks good. The beets, I like beets, and pickles or cucumbers, whichever one. I don't know what maybe that's haggis. I don't know what that's under it, but.
So yes, Liverpudlians, you're named after food. The more you know. Number 72. This is Big Ben, isn't it?
Big Ben.
Wrong.
No,
this is
what?
Big Ben, the bell inside,
What?
not the actual clock. The
Okay.
clock tower itself is called Elizabeth Tower. Okay? There. Schooled you there, didn't I? So I don't know why I'm so aggressive,
Wow.
sorry.
Yeah, see, that's definitely a misconception, or at least for maybe us over here in America. I just thought it was Big Ben. That's what they always say.
Number
That's
73.
crazy.
East Peckham in Kent, has a unique claim to fame. It's the place where the first ever speeding ticket was issued in January of 1896. A man named Walter Arnold was spotted doing 8 miles per hour in
Walter.
a 2 mile per hour zone.
What are you doing, Walter?
Go speed racer, but was easily apprehended by a policeman riding a bicycle. Number 74.
Riding a bicycle, wow.
Before we had the pound sterling, we had other monies that sound like the stuff you find in Gringotts. We had farthings, shillings, and pennies. 4 farthings equaled a penny, 12 pence equaled 1 shilling, and 20 shillings equaled a pound. So if you ever go back in time, remember that. Number 75. Birmingham is the second largest city in the UK. Chances are you've probably been to a Birmingham, as there are 30 other places called Birmingham around the world.
I have not, but I flew over Birmingham on my way to Florida one time, I think.
And off it. There's even a crater on the moon with the same name.
In fact, see my mouse cursor? Right here. That's where I live. Northern Indiana.
Called Birmingham around the world. And off it. There's even a crater on the moon with the same name, although you probably haven't been there, and if you say you do, I frankly don't believe you. Number 76.
I like the chat bubbles, man.
If you're visiting Norfolk, watch out for jaspers, also known as wasps, and try not to step on any dodmans, also known as snails. The more rural parts of the county have their own words for many things, including ladybirds, known as bishy barney bees, and money, known as cuta. I wonder if they have a word for the pedestrianisation of Norwich city centre.
Scum. Subhuman scum.
Number 77. According to British law, it's still perfectly legal to kill any Scotsman who enters the city of York if he happens to be carrying a bow and arrow. So, yeah, watch out for that, Yorkish, Scottish
if that's technically legit and it's actually on the law books, then I would not be carrying a bow and arrow around there if you're Scottish.
Archers. Number 78. Killing a swan is a lawful offence in the UK, even if the swan started it by insulting a wife, or perhaps saying your pants look a bit too tight. This is because swans legally all belong to the crown, and therefore are property of the Queen, so killing or injuring a swan carries a penalty of £5,000.
Why would you kill a swan now? I mean, who would do that? Anyways, I mean, and if you do, you're an asshole.
Or 6 months in jail. Number 79. In St. George's Churchyard in Gravesend, there's a life-size statue of Princess Pocahontas, the daughter of a Native American chieftain who is buried in the grounds. She was visiting the area with her English husband, but died of fever. Probably not Saturday night fever, but, the least.
There's a movie, a cartoon about Pocahontas, actually. She came over here, or she was already here, to John Smith. I guess it's probably not his real name, but that's what they used in the cartoon. But yeah. Yeah, he was the Englishman. That's crazy.
Full one in 1617. Number 80. Unlike places like, say, Australia, our wildlife is very unlikely to kill you unless you're on the Hogwarts grounds or any high street after 9 p.m. on a Saturday. Our wildlife includes foxes, badgers, owls, squirrels, ducks, robins, and hedgehogs. No killer spiders here.
Nice.
Yet. Number 81. That being said, though, we do have a native venomous snake in the UK called the adder, but it's pretty meek and will only bite as a last resort. Nobody has died from its bite in over 20 years. Number 82. Eating a mince pie on Christmas Day was set to be illegal in England thanks to Oliver Cromwell. The law was put in place in an effort to stop gluttony. However, the ban was abolished when Charles II became king, so never came into practice.
It doesn't even... Do you guys like that? Because that looks disgusting.
Number 83. The National Anthem... No, not you, Radiohead. The other one, God Save the Queen, or King, was first performed publicly in 1745 at London's Theatre Royal in Drury Lane, after a performance of Ben Jonson's play The Alchemist. There you go, that'll help you out in a pub quiz. Number 84. These 3 golden lions are the symbols of England's crest, and also appear on England's football team's symbol too. All together now. 3 lions on the shirt. The lions come from Henry I, known as the Lion of England. He is
Rawr.
a lion, and you're gonna hear him roar. Number 85. This random assembly of stones is known as Stonehenge.
Hello, Stonehenge!
Yes, thank you, Doctor. Stonehenge stands on Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire and is a very popular tourist spot to this day, but nobody knows why it was built, or even how.
A lot of conspiracies, though.
What we do know, though, apart from that the Pandorica is very nearby, is that it was built around 3000 BC, and construction was spread over many hundreds of years. The last changes were made in the early Bronze Age in around 1500 BC. Number 87.
Yeah,
The British...
That's a very intriguing. I definitely get into monuments and like stuff like that. Ancient Aliens, the TV show. I don't know if you ever seen it or not. Just all sorts of stuff like that is very interesting.
The British Library in London is the largest library in the world. It has more than 170 million items catalogued. And hopefully soon in the future, my autobiography, Love is the Oldest Law, writes the Sam and Jen story. Number 88. United Kingdom is one of the only countries in the world without a written constitution. Of course, we still have laws and stuff. It's not quite anarchy in the UK, sorry Sex Pistols, but nobody's actually bothered to write the laws down. Number 89.
You just remember it and take the cop's word for it, or I don't understand. That's crazy.
England's first telephone directory was published in 1880 and only had 248 names and addresses in it. Number 90. In its past, London has had some far flashier names, including Londinium, Ludenwick, and Ludenberg.
Really?
Number 91. The UK is also the home of the wonderful NHS, or National Health Service. This provides free healthcare for all citizens of the country due to being paid for through taxes. Which is nice because if you trip over a hedgehog and scuff your knee, it won't cost you anything. Result. Number 92. There are 1.4 million employees within the health service, helping out those who have fallen over hedgehogs everywhere. And they're all amazing. Thanks, guys. You the best. Also, government within the health service, helping out those who have fallen over... There are 1.4 million employees within the health service, helping out those who have fallen over hedgehogs everywhere. And they're all amazing. Thanks, guys. You the best.
I don't know why I leaned forward to hear. I got the sound coming down my headset. That's
Also, government, pay them more. Number 93.
pay them more, yeah.
It's not just hedgehogs, though, that the NHS have to deal with. On average, 488 people are injured by zips, and 3,078 people are injured by slippers every year in the UK.
How-
They are dangerous, though.
How do you get injured by slip? Well, I guess you got all those tassels hanging off the fucking things and those pointy ass toes. I guess I could see it. That's weird.
Look at them. Don't trust them.
Yeah.
Number 94. Asgard seems to be a big hit here, sadly for all you Garys out there. The name Gary is, as of 2013, less popular in the UK than both the names Thor and Loki. Number
Oh,
95. England was part of the shortest war in history. They fought Zanzibar in 1896, and Zanzibar surrendered after 38 minutes.
What?
Number 96. A relative of Shakespeare on his mother's side, Edward Arden, was arrested for plotting against Queen Elizabeth I. He was imprisoned in the Tower of London and executed there. Write a poem about that, Willie.
Wow.
Number 97. Speaking of old Bill Shakespeare, he only left his wife one thing in his will. It says, "I gave unto my wife my second best bed with the furniture." I hope that bed was okay. Sorry,
What?
Anne Hathaway. No,
She only gets the second best bed. Wow.
not that one, the other. Yeah, there you go. Number 98. With 37 plays, 154 sonnets, the plays that he collaborated on, and the lost plays, Shakespeare wrote
Lot
an
of
average of
stuff.
1.5 plays a year since he first started in 1589. That's all very well and good, but could he do 101 facts about any given topic? Probably. Number 99.
Probably.
This fact is something that you can repeat word for word in order to sound cleverer. You're welcome. Here we go, ready? Shakespeare is most often referred to as a playwright of the Elizabethan era, but his most popular plays were written after Elizabeth's death. His later plays show distinct characteristics of the Jacobean dramas, like, duh, obviously. Number 100. Shakespeare has been credited by the Oxford English Dictionary for introducing around 3,000 words to the English language. It's been estimated that
No shit. I mean, excuse the language. Sorry. I didn't know that he invented and introduced words. That's nuts.
his vocabulary ranged from 17,000 to 23,000 words. Number
That's crazy.
101.
The last one, guys. Let's see what
An
it is.
Anglophile is not something that puts you on a register, but is rather defined as someone who
Okay.
loves England and Britain. Are you an Anglophile? Let me know in the comments below.
I think so. I love England and Britain. I always have.
Also, I know you've got to this point, and I'll be really, really impressed. Really impressed. I'll give your comment likes and everything.
Right,
It'll
yeah.
be so good. So good. Anyway,
Same with
Sam, for the
me.
future,
Same with me. Give me a like.
internet and board, your turn, buddy.
That was 101 facts about the UK, and I don't know about you, but I had a lovely time. I really, really
And the man behind the voice right there, guys.
did. Lovely. If you want more 101 facts videos like I really want a cup of tea, which is quite stereotypical, but what can I say? I'm tired and thirsty. Click on subscribe right now. And also, by the way, click on the bell. You'll get notifications every time there's a new 101 video. How good is that? Get with the cool kids.
And
ring my
that-
bell. Not like that. I mean, click on the bell and you get, it's not an actual ding-a-ling-a-ling bell. It's just, yeah, you know where it is. You know what to do. You're clever people. Anyway,
That's
watch
funny.
this video I'm about to point to.
All right, guys. Yeah, so that all applies to me. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. You will see my videos better that way. So anyways, if that's something that you enjoyed, click like as well. Go check out the original channel. I will always have the link to the original video in the description section down below. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here because I as well am a little tired. So I'm thirsty. I need to get some more coffee. So, all right, take care.